Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley with Stilwell's Learning Centers, encouraging that love of lifelong learning in children, teens, and adults. Today, my presentation is going to be falling into cursive with our fall season that we're at right now here today. First, I just would like to welcome everyone who is new to our YouTube page, our Stillwell's Learning Center's Facebook page, whatever it may be. Again, the students call me Miss Ashley. I'm Miss Ashley with Stillwell's. We also have our tutors here. We have Miss Dominique in the center there, and then Miss Lena at the end. They do more of the day-to-day tutoring. I, on the other hand, I do a little bit more of that networking, the background things. And one of my favorite things to do, though, is when I get to sub for one of these lovely ladies at the Learning Center. And then I get to have fun interacting with the students a little bit more. So for the presentation today, just have a couple of thought-provoking questions and then some evidence to go over the benefits of not only handwriting versus typing, but cursive versus manuscript. Excuse me. So while this is a YouTube video, just think about this. Do you remember the first time you signed your name in cursive? I know I do. Do you remember how grown up it felt? I remember one of the first times I actually had to sign my signature on the line was signing up for a bank account at the Bank of America here locally in Sierra Vista. That sense of identity, that feeling, is exactly what a lot of students are actually missing nowadays when they don't know how to read or write with confidence in cursive. So we have on our sheet here, on our presentation slide here, we have handwriting at the top left, drawing top right, typewriting. So this is your brain. And so handwriting and drawing, they light up the brain's lower frequencies, the lower frequency waves, which are tied to focus, memory, and deep thinking. And they also show more resting, the blue that you see on the handwriting and drawing frequencies in the high frequency areas, meaning that the brain is more calmly engaged and coordinated. Typing, on the other hand, shows the opposite. So it shows more high frequency activation, which is linked to quick motor movement and surface level processing, but less engagement in deep thinking and memory building regions. So, in short, handwriting activates the brain networks for learning, creativity, long term memory, and retention, while typing, which is great for the day to day, having to write an email or sending a quick message to someone, because it relies more on that fast mechanical processing, is what people tend to go towards. And at Stillwell's, we've seen students who struggle with spelling, reading, what is the other one? Oh, even in math. Spelling, reading, math, long-term reading comprehension and accuracy. As soon as they start learning and continuing the process of learning cursive and writing in cursive, that progress is amazing. It is very sudden just by connecting that hand to brain process through cursive. So why we've talked about the difference between typing and handwriting, but what's the difference between cursive and manuscript? So once Common Core was instigated in our nation throughout the nation's guidelines, it oftentimes did not have handwriting regulations. It was one of the unseen side effects of Common Core, where because there were no handwriting guidelines at all, cursive handwriting specifically became almost non-existent. They stopped prioritizing handwriting in general, but then cursive it's well, because what was the thing that we were trying to focus on? Well, we were trying to focus on teaching kids typing and being well and versed in typing skills from 3rd to 6th grade. And an unintentional side effect of that was handwriting and cursive handwriting were not prioritized. So, something fun to think about and do very quickly is, and I'll do it with everyone, go ahead and write your name. Print out your name on a piece of paper. Okay. Now, if you know cursive, write your name again in cursive. Which one feels more personal? Which one feels more like you? So, what we're trying to show here is cursive can also be personal. It can be a part of your identity. A quote that I saw the other day, which was amusing, was it was your logo before logos. So if you own a business, it's your logo before your business logo. And it's your story in a single line when you want it to be. So when our students lose out on learning the skill of cursive, they also lose a piece of connection to themselves, to learning, and to all of our shared history. So one of our students that was a super struggler who was struggling with reading, math, and handwriting, one of the comments that they made when they finally felt that connection was, "Oh, it's like my hands help my brain think," which is very true, well, especially when you're learning the difference between cursive and manuscript. And we also, even in my own family, have familial connections with that. When my son learned how to read and write in cursive in, I believe they started in 3rd grade, his handwriting was better and it was faster than when he was writing in manuscript, because every single time you pick up your pencil or pen when you're writing in print, for him was an opportunity to be distracted. It was an opportunity to look around, whereas when you're writing in cursive, you often do not pick up your pencil till you finish the entire word. And so it's one thought when you write out an entire word versus the manuscript print. And then on top of that, I remember my grandparents sending us birthday cards and Christmas cards during the year, and I still have some of those because it was handwritten from them. It was personal. Can you imagine getting a typed out card from your grandparents? Wouldn't feel very personal, would it? So every time we do get to teach children or even adults who don't know cursive, we are passing on that gift forward. And then beyond the classroom, this matters to us as a nation. Our founding documents, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, they were all written in cursive. If our children can't read them, they lose that direct freedom, that direct connection to their freedom. Yes, we have versions that are typed out. Yes, we have versions that are audible. It's not the same. So, as an example, pick a line on this screen. If you can see the screen right now, pick a line on the screen. Just try to read it. The fact that you can read the original script feels more connected than if you went to a website and just read out the typed version of the Declaration of Independence. This specifically, this picture on the screen, you can see John Hancock's Hancock, as we call it, from the Declaration of Independence. It's not just handwriting. Cursive is not just handwriting, it's heritage within our nation. We're not just preserving the writing, we're preserving understanding. So please, in the comments, wherever you can, or even send me a direct message, think of one word that describes how cursive feels to you. And I'd love for you to add that to the comments in the chat. Technology, it may change how we type, but it will never replace how we feel when we write. I mean, just think about if you did something amazing at work today and you got a handwritten note from your boss instead of some typed email, would that feel a little bit more connected? Would you feel more connected? Can you imagine if your spouse, your husband, or your wife, instead of handwriting a card for your birthday or for Christmas or for your anniversary, typed one out for you? Would that feel as personal? Probably not. So, yes, there is differences in benefits, but really, what are we trying to go for? Reigniting the skill and keeping cursive alive. So, if you are a parent, if you know any teachers or any homeschool families who want to learn how to reignite this skill, please connect them with us at Stilwell's Learning Centers. We have our Facebook page, we have our Instagram page, all with Stilwell's Learning Centers. We also have our website, and give us a call. Do whatever you need to do to get in touch to learn how to reignite this skill within the next generations, keeping cursive alive, that one signature at a time. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking to the time to listen to this presentation today. Again, I am Ashley with Stilwell's Learning Centers. If you have any questions, send them on over, add them to the comments, and I will be happy to answer them as soon as possible. Have a phenomenal day.